Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central one-on-one podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 15, 2023. Maya was one of the first two eliminated contestants from Australian Idol, along with JC. Maya, thank you for joining me at TV Central.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, well, you watched Australian Idol as a kid and told your family you would audition for Idol one day. Well, you didn't just audition, you made the top 12. How proud are you?
I feel honestly so lucky, and the more I settle into it this morning, the more I'm actually not upset to have been eliminated last night.
Oh, what was it that made you like want to be part of Idol? I mean, I know you wanted to be a singer, but was it the whole process, the lights, the television, the judges, the competition, the performing, or was it just purely for the singing?
It was everything. I thoroughly enjoy the lights, the staging, the crew, the band, the hours. I've definitely been performing for a long time, so I wanted to do something that could allow people to, I guess, see me. I mean, I'm doing so many corporate gigs where I'm hidden, and I just thought I need to, since COVID especially, just do something to change it up a little bit.
Oh, awesome. Did you have any favorite idols that you looked up to back then?
I did. I mean, I grew up obviously loving seeing Guy kill it because he was the first brown guy, and then I loved a few of the others like Stan Walker even, and obviously Jessica Mauboy and Ricky Lee. And I mean, I loved watching them all grow. I do a few gigs around Anthony Collier and just seeing him still continue on. I mean, I just felt like it was the right show to do if I was going to pick one.
Mm. What was the Idol experience everything that you thought it would be, or was it different, or was it more than you thought, or less than you thought?
I thought it would be, I guess I didn't put too much on it. Like I really um, wanted to just allow it to be what it would. I didn't expect to get a touchdown, that's for sure. That was a real highlight of the whole experience.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect to get anywhere, but I guess when you get further in, I wasn't necessarily thinking I was going to go home yesterday, just because I think I was a semi stronger singer in some ways than some of the others, but I definitely thought, as far as the versatility on the show, it was so hard for me to guess who they were gonna, who the public were going to fall in love with, you know.
So, I mean, obviously you didn't make the top 10, but the votes were close. But with some self-reflection, what do you think it was that didn't get you quite over the line with the public?
Um. So I'm honestly thinking, to be honest, since so at first, I was having a little, typical, I'm 28 years old, I haven't cried properly in 10 years, breakdown last night, thinking I've embarrassed myself and I'm going to look unprofessional and I should have, done better and la la la. But then this morning I woke up and I had hundreds of messages of people being like, you were robbed. This is rigged. You're my favorite. So many people wrote to me saying, um, I was going to vote for you more, but I just expected that you wouldn't need my help. So that was like, wow, and even the show, I think heaps of comments have been writing, like people just writing, I can't believe they didn't get enough votes. I would have voted more if I had, thought that people didn't like them this much, or not like them, but like, they just assumed that we would have had a more general voting. But to be honest, I think it's just the age. You've got to think there's kids on this show who have got people from school watching, and the younger generation are on their phone 24/7, and they can just sit there and spam all the way through class. And a lot of my, I guess, fans don't spend as much time online. So I just think it's that thing of the voting being unlimited, you know?
Well, let me throw out an opinion. I did some self-reflection with JC as well, and I think with him it was a little bit more complex. I thought with you, and this is just one viewer, it might have been as simple as just song choice. I mean, the song that you sang with the performance show was a huge song, of course, but I just don't think it was able to scream like Maya, and like show off
Absolutely.
your range. I think it like a slowed down, like huge vocal of Titanium, as your performance song would have showed you off more. What do you think of the song choice?
Absolutely. And this is where my biggest lesson out of this is just always, always prioritize my artistry over making people's lives easier. And I think on the show I went into it just wanting to be as easy to work with as possible. So when they say this is a great song, you should do this, I just said, yeah, sure, I know it, whatever, expecting that maybe I would have had another chance and a better song in another round. Um, but I definitely don't think that song did any justice for me. I think my performance, I
Mm,
gave it everything I could have given within the circumstances. Um, and it just wasn't, anyone, that song, anyone would know as a female soul singer, it does nothing for my voice.
mm,
Um, and it's an easy song to just sound a bit flat. Like we're all kind of over it. And if you're comparing it to the songs like Phoebe God or Amali was getting, they're not anywhere near as emotive. They're not anywhere near as, you can't resonate with it. And that's where I felt I should have maybe stood up to them and said, no, I want to do something that's going to connect people more to me.
yeah. I just like going back to though what you said about your age. I mean, I didn't really notice that. I mean, it's not like you're like the old person in the group or something like that. I mean, you look fabulous and you look young, and there's people sort of ranging, in their 20s, and I know there's some really young ones there. So you actually think that the age thing was, a possible issue with the public?
I don't think it was an issue with the public as far as people liking me or thinking I was a good performer or singer. But I just think in the way of the voting system,
Mm,
yeah, if everyone was given one vote, like every single person, I don't think JC and I would have been in this position at all if the voting actually does have a huge say. So I think the reason we're here is because the voting is unlimited. And I
mm,
think children um, just have way more time on their hands and way more drive to sit there and vote and vote and vote and vote and vote. Whereas I think people who are 25 above, they have a bit more, they just don't have the time and they don't have the energy for it. And they just assume that anyone who's a bit older will just get over it and get on with it, you know? They
mm.
don't, like, I just think the younger people, they fall in love with someone and they'll just sit there all night and vote, 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 which I still feel I got with a lot of my fans. I'm so sad for the ones who did end up voting 1,000 times plus in a night, which is so honorable for them. But I just think it's the way of that. Yeah, the minute I heard that it was unlimited, I got a little feeling in my gut like I'm fucked. Sorry, excuse my language. Because yeah, you got people like Nora who have 60,000 followers on TikTok, and their reach is just so much larger than I had on the show.
Mm. Well, out of the four of you in the like the bottom four, you seem to show the most positivity. I'm not sure if the others were shocked, annoyed, or disappointed, but you kept a smile. Were
A
you, were you
crying
hiding
smile. I
your?
was like, no, I wasn't pissed off at all. I've never been. The whole day I was saying to everyone, I'm going to be in the bottom four. I wasn't saying I'm going to go home because I didn't want to be a jinx. But everyone's like, stop it, Maya. You're not, you're not, you're not. But I knew it. Um, so I was just laughing at how funny it is that I could sense this. And to be honest, I was so sad to go because I love the being there with everyone and the prescribed work. But at the end of the day, I was honestly just happy to have had the chance that I did, because so many great singers got kicked out in top 50 week. They didn't even air it, but like so many that I thought are like phenomenal world class singers got booted. So it's just not a singing battle, if that makes sense. It's just who you are and how you do with the public.
Yeah. Well, aside, of course, from talking to me, what was your favorite part of the whole experience? The
It was
whole
definitely talking to you today already. Uh,
You did the whole idol experience just for that. Um,
yeah.
but what was your favorite part of of the whole experience? Was it the performing, or was it the other aspects of idol?
Oh, it was 100% the performing. That was like being on that stage and getting the staging and getting the looks and the whole like the reboot of our vibe was the best. But it was honestly being with the contestants in the holding areas. We were all stuck in these positions for like 12-hour days. And as much as it was exhausting, it was so nice to connect with people around Australia that I just would have never met. And um and just the crew, like the band and the judges, it was such a random thing, especially when we were shooting and they weren't airing it until later.
Yeah.
Because we felt like we were all in this hotel, like in the future, with intel on life that no one was allowed to know. And it was so fun in that way.
Yeah. I'm speaking to all of the eliminated contestants, so I might as well start a poll to see who ends up being right. So, two questions, purely from a betting perspective and guessing what the Australian public will do. Who do you think will win Australian Idol? And then, secondly, who would you like to see win Australian Idol?
Oh, look, so I've had this question a little bit today already, and it's so hard to say because I've been shocked nonstop. I've always had a feeling, and the rest of the contestants, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this, I bloody love you all and you all deserve to win. But I have a feeling Royston might be up there just because of um, just the way things are going for him and how I can see his career playing out after the show. Um, and I would love Harry to have a better chance because I think he's phenomenal and I don't think anyone's seen the best of him yet. Um, but I wish the best for everyone. Um, they're all stars in their own way, but I just want people to realize like this, yeah, everyone's very different in a way to how they're perceived. So I just hope people allow the contestants now going through to just have a good show and not, there's been a lot of hate and stuff. And I just hope that people chill out on that a little bit and just start treating these people like people.
Yeah. So, what's next for you, Maya?
I honestly, I've just been, I made a whole bunch of music before I went on the show, and I'm so excited to just make some content with that and to also just keep putting out regular stuff so that people don't think that I'm frizzling out because of this.
Yeah.
Like this morning or last night, I was like, a bit thinking, oh, maybe I'll take some time to disconnect. And then I thought, you know what? No, I should be happy that I got this far and I'm happy that I went off the show in a way that made people say, what the hell? Like, I'm so crazy impressed with how many people are backing up JC and I saying that we should still be there. That's been a beautiful outcome to leave on such a great note. So I want to make all those people feel like they can still connect with me somehow. So I'm going to keep up the content. I'm going to do some shows around Melbourne and Australia, travel for a bit, and just keep going.
Great.
Like, yeah, who knows what will come out of this?
Oh, that'd be great. Well, everyone wants to see you live again as well. Before you go, I'm sure you'll have heaps of new fans. Where can they find you on Instagram? I'm already following you.
Yay. Well, my name, as everyone thinks it's Maya Weiss, but it's Maya Vice. So if you want to find me on Instagram, it's MAYAVICE. So you can remember it a bit better. Maya Weiss music. And if you want my TikTok for the younger kids, if they do that, I can't believe I got a TikTok. So sorry. But I'm going to try to get onto it more because, I mean, everything's growth. It's my advice to you. So, yeah, and I'm going to be plugging away. So I'll be on it.
Look, you did an awesome job. It was so fun to watch you living out a childhood dream. Maya, thank you for joining me today at TV Central.
Thank you so much for having me. Definitely a highlight of the experience, if not the best part. I'll leave you with that. But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. My advice there, Australian Idol performances Sunday at 7 p.m. on 7 and 7 Plus, and live eliminations Mondays at 7:30 p.m. TV Central will be talking to both eliminated contestants each Tuesday morning, so look out for more podcasts next week. That's it for this podcast. For all the latest news, podcasts, streaming info, guides, and ratings, head to tvcentral.com.au. Until next time, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks to Maya Weiss. Bye for now.